Roll the corn. We know the truth now. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Peace and abundance to nature's chosen people on nature's chosen land. The teachers of ancient knowledge. The teachers of ancient knowledge and the teachers of our culture being taught in truth in a virtuous manner. Khalil at the gun. We know the truth now. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Subscribe to my YouTube. We know the truth now. Subscribe to my live subscription. I love you and I'm in love with you. Roll the corn. Now today, Jacksonville, what up? Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. I need to go to HOK and represent Chief Noble. Tennessee in the building. Jacksonville, Florida in the building. Tomuka Indians, Memphis in the building. Chief, I might have to take you up on that, Chief Noble. Roll the corn. PA in the building. Roll the corn. How y'all doing today? How you feeling today? Put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from in the chat. Ace, what up? Appreciate it. Atlanta, roll the corn. Natchez, Mississippi, and roll the corn. Orlando by way of Savannah, Georgia. I love you and I'm in love with you. Louisville, Kentucky. Now, they call it We Know the Truth now. Vicksburg, Mississippi in the building. Roll the corn. It's my spot. They call it We Know the Truth now, a cult leader. I got videos of people trying to say something about me, talking about he's a cult leader. It's the corn coat. It's the corn coat. It's a coat. Roll the corn. Oh my God. It's a coat. They burning corn to the stars. Bro, listen, bro. This ain't no coat, big dog. This is not a cult. We are identifying with our ancestors. This ain't no cult. Y'all ain't coming to me with no terrorism or no cult or none of that old weird shit. We not doing none of that. The corn represents our ancestors taking that knowledge to other places around the world. And when I say roll the corn, I mean roll the knowledge of my ancestors, of my people. Where did the knowledge come from? Where did the people come from? Ain't no crime in this. The only crime is you hunter-gatherers have hid it. Y'all the ones on the crime, the criminals. Roll the corn. Y'all the killers and criminals and drug dealers. and bootleggers and Y'all are the criminals. The corporation is the criminal who murdered my ancestors and took their land. So before you try to call anyone of us a cult or a criminal, the corn cult or the criminal, you are the first criminal on the land. They're a cult or the criminal, you are the first criminal on the land. They're they're for roll the corn. Give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2 in the chat. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Give me a 2. 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 Okay. Like I said, they try to say it's a corn coat. Why is corn all over the internet? Why is corn in the comments? Roll the corn, ERG. Where is all this coming from? Roll the corn. Look, y'all, these are our ancestors. You see what they building? Do you see what they making? Do you see what our people are making? This ain't y'all. The knowledge of these people is our ancestors. If you gonna call me some type of leader, going off me teaching my ancestors' knowledge, you got me fucked up. Y'all taught y'all European knowledge, don't you? You got y'all history, Andrew Jackson and Benjamin Franklin and DeSoto and all them motherfuckers. Y'all ain't call yourself a cult when you talked about their history and what they came over here and done. Huh? Y'all didn't do that, did you? Y'all history was pure, huh? But when we talk about ours, it's a problem. When we talk about ours, it's a problem, huh? When I talk about my ancestors making things out of gold and building pyramids and mounds and tombs, it's a problem. We a cult now, huh? You hunter-gatherers. I'm sick of y'all. And I ain't gonna never be cured until you get the fuck out of here. You can call me racist, whatever you want to call me, bro. I don't care. Because for me to be racist, I have to be in control of a destiny of a people. I'm not in control of a destiny of a people, so I can't be racist. Y'all was in control of the destiny of my people. Y'all racist, right? I just know your background. I just know y'all background. Your background is kill, destroy, and confuse. You confused my people for too long. Roll the corn. Now, our knowledge of agriculture, the grandest knowledge, agriculture, spirituality, and the survival of our people became the greatest knowledge on the face of the earth. It became the greatest knowledge on the face of the earth. It created everything, right? Let's keep going. Enlil. I just wanted y'all to see y'all people working in the workshop, doing beautiful things. See that? I just want to show y'all that. I love this picture. Roll the corner. Let's keep going. Because all this stuff, Egypt is just an American colony, people. That's all it is. It's a spot where we went to roll crops. Now let's get into this. Roll the corn. Arcturus, right? Arcturus, the star. Now, some people, some astronomers say that things are evolving around Arcturus. That's what they say now. Some of them say it's true, some of them say it's a lie. But this is very interesting, right? They try to say Sirius and Altair and rotating around Arcturus, but they can't prove it, right? The wheel. That's what they're trying to say. Let's keep going. Arcturus is very important. Arcturus is very, very important to our people. Very important. Let's keep going. Now, the evidence suggesting older astronomical alignments in various ancient structures, including potential alignments with Arcturus at sites like Nebta Playa, which predates the Egyptian pyramids. Now, alignments with Arcturus, this is what makes Arcturus so important. This is what makes Arcturus important. When you have alignments with Arcturus, it is older than alignments with Sirius, people. This is hidden knowledge right here. When you have an alignment with a mound or a building, or it is older than alignment with Sirius. Watch this. Alignments with Arcturus predates Egyptian pyramids. The Egyptian pyramid exhibits deliberate astronomical alignments, including connection with Sirius. But some specific theories, like the Orion correlation theory, are debated. But Arcturus alignments predate Egyptian pyramids. See, your ancestors knew that. Your ancestors aligned shit with Arcturus before Sirius ever got an alignment. Because Arcturus was the closest and brightest star to the Earth 6,000 years ago. 6,000 years ago, Arcturus was like 40 light years away from Earth, right? So this is the biggest, brightest star in the northern hemisphere at the time. So ancient cultures around that time, it's still visible. Actually, it's about the same away. It's not there, it's still close, right? But at the time, Arcturus was the brightest star in the sky. That far back, right? It's dimming down now, but back then it was like the sun at night, right? It predates Sirius because they were aligning things with Arcturus before Sirius. Here goes Sirius. Here go Arcturus back in the day. Look how big Arcturus is. Look at Sirius. Now, Arcturus was very important. Very, very important, right? So Arcturus sites align it predates Egypt. Let's keep going. Arcturus is located in the northern hemisphere, in the brightest star in the constellation of Bootes. which I told y'all Arcturus is the star that gave the photons to light up Tartarian-style buildings in Chicago in 1933. That is true, people. That's a true statement. The star Arcturus had so much power of photons that it lit up. The ancestors came up with an energy harnessing equipment to light up Tartarian buildings in America before colonizers got here. And they figured it out, and they started doing it at the World's Fair, right? But that's another story. Arcturus is in the northern hemisphere. I just want y'all to know that. Visible during the spring in the northern hemisphere. That is important. Let's keep going. That's important. Enlil is a significant deity in ancient Mesopotamian mythology. Indeed, he's referred to as the herdsman or the fruitful shepherd. The herdsman or the fruitful shepherd. You see that? Enlil is called the herdsman. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Let's keep going. Arcturus is the brightest star in the constellation Bootes, which is also known as the herdsman. Roll the coin. Some people see it as a kite. Some people see it as Enlil. And I'm going to show you. Roll the coin. Roll the coin. Now, Arcturus, Enlil, the kite, which they made as a man in mythology, right? Look at that. And it is going over here. This is the plow, people. This is Arcturus and Bootes. This is Ursa Major. Enlil, the inventor of the plow. Enlil, the inventor of the plow. In the spring, in the sky. Interesting. There you go. Arcturus and Bootes. The plow right by his hand. Enlil, the herdsman, pushing the plow. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Here you go. Arcturus. There go Ursa Major right there. You see the shepherd? There go the cattle. It's for the cattle. This is for the harvest. This is for the cattle. This is for the harvest. Where you get this from? This where you get this from. The crook and the flail. Roll the coin. That's why you bury like this as a pharaoh. Crook and the flail. Cattle and crops. You know the star alignment to feed your people. This ain't Egyptian knowledge. This ancient melanated people's knowledge. In Egypt, it was already evolved. Crook and the flail. In the spring. Osiris resurrects in the spring. Enlil comes out in the spring. Why y'all coming out in the spring, Truth? Because it's the rejuvenation of the earth. Green on the planet. It's time to sow the seed to feed our people. Here you go. Enlil. This Enlil. He ain't no damn alien. This is a teaching, not a being. This is a teaching, not an extraterrestrial being, but a celestial teaching of our ancestors. Roll the coin. And I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break it down. In ancient Mesopotamian astronomy, the constellation known today as Butes, or the herdsman, was depicted as the god Enlil. So you just got to know what to ask AI. You just got to know what you're talking about. AI going to give you the answer. See, that's why they mislead you so much. If you know what you are looking for, it makes you mad because they lead you from the truth with alien knowledge, but they won't tell you this is where they got all their religion from. Right out the sky. But our ancestors were doing this because of the spring and time to sow the seed. The celestial alignment for planting crops. They turned that shit into God. They turned it into God, the holy shepherd. Enlil was a shepherd. Jesus was a shepherd. Osiris was a shepherd. The Jesus story got a shepherd in it. See what I'm coming with this? Let's keep going. Enlil, the herdsman. Constellation Butes, the god Enlil. Crucial farming tools. Here we go. He was regarded as the patron of farmers and agriculture. He was associated with the invention of the mattock, a crucial farming tool. His position of the leader of the Babylonian pantheon is further underscored in association with the tables of destiny, which held the authority to determine fates. All coming from agriculture. Let's keep going. Enlil was associated with the spring season in agriculture in ancient Mesopotamia. The spring season. Here you go. The god this is stars of the northern hemisphere. The wind, the air, the storm, the spirit. These forces, particularly the gentle winds, were believed to be crucial for agriculture, bringing the life-giving, more spring winds that help plants grow. Right? They credit Enlil with the creation of the mattock, a tool similar to a pickaxe, which was essential to tilling the soil and preparing the land for planting crops. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Arcturus, notably sight during the spring evenings in the northern hemisphere. See that? The 31st parallel north. The brightest orange star sends high in the southeastern sky after the dark in the spring. The 31st parallel north. Roll the coin. The 31st parallel north, huh? Did I get my receipt? Hold on. 31st parallel north. Okay. Now we see it. 31st parallel north. Hold on. I left a receipt out. Hold on. I got to get you that one. Hold on. 31st parallel north. Let me get a receipt. To that one. Hold on. 31st parallel north. Let me get a receipt. Roll the coin. The 31st parallel north. Give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Hold on. Roll the coin. Let's go back. 31st parallel north. Brilliant orange star. Southeastern sky. Southeast of America in the northern hemisphere. After the dark in the spring. 31st parallel north. 31st parallel north, historical significance in the region between the states of Louisiana and Mississippi. Also between Alabama and Florida. 31st parallel north, LSU campus. Almost exactly 31st parallel north. What sits right there? What is that mound on LSU campus aligned with 31st parallel north? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me? 6,000 years old. What is the mound 31st parallel north on LSU campus? What star is it aligned with? Can anybody tell me? You finna break the Arcturus. Let's go back, Truth. Let's go back. Let's go back. Arcturus, LSU campus, 31st parallel north. Arcturus, LSU campus, 31st parallel north. Roll the code. This is a teaching of the planet and the earth, bro. Because right 31st parallel north, there's a mound on LSU campus aligned with Arcturus. The plowman, the herdsman. What are you saying? Listen to me, y'all. Why are we aligning mounds in Louisiana with Arcturus that became a god in Mesopotamia? Because Mesopotamia ain't nothing but 6,000 years old. We got mounds already built in America aligned with Arcturus when Mesopotamia is getting built. And this became Enlil, later down the line of the knowledge. See where I'm going with this? See how your ancestors already knew the stars? See how old our shit is over here? See how old he is over here? Now, let's keep going. Egypt called Punt or Tamari the land of the plow, the land of the hoe, the land of the plow, the land of the hoe. Samaria and Egypt called the ancestors the land of the plow, the land of the hoe. That's why we brought the knowledge of the plow to their land. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Where we was at? 31st parallel north. That's LSU campus. With a mound aligned with 31st parallel north, aligned with Arcturus in Louisiana before Samaria and Egypt was ever fucking built. You think I'm lying? Truth, you be making shit up, Truth. Truth. Truth, you making shit up, Truth. Truth. The mounds, crest or line. In LSU campus, true north. 6,000 years ago, Arcturus would have risen in that direction in LSU campus mounds. Truth now. You just making up the knowledge. You're lying to the people. Boy, these all facts. Before there was a fucking Enlil with an Arcturus star, we had already put it on the ground on the Mississippi River. We are the bringers of this knowledge to Africa and the Middle East. Because 6,000 years ago, wasn't no damn Samaria. Wasn't no Egypt neither. Look it up. They had nothing built over there in 6,000 years. When a star constellation mapped out in the Fertile Crescent 6,000 years ago. They were just getting started. Because our ancestors are they establishers. Roll the coin. That's what they don't want to teach you. Let's keep going. 31st parallel. Now, spring triangle. An unofficial star pattern. Arcturus, Spica, Regulus. We got the summer triangle and we got the spring triangle. Virgo, Leo, in its appearance in the southeastern sky, the arrival of warmer weather in the northern hemisphere. The 31st parallel north of the Earth's equator, it crosses various regions including Africa, Asia, North America, and the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Portions of the border between Alabama and Florida and Mississippi and Louisiana in the United States define the 31st parallel. Now, you got to put this knowledge with the agriculture. Now, they say the 31st parallel crosses Africa, Asia, and North America. Which one of these continents had the most agriculture? Which one? That's who created the star knowledge. North America. North America. And the North American people took that knowledge to Africa and Asia because we are the agriculture gods. Because we got the star alignment teachings and we taught it to Africa and Asia. Because all of the so-called Hebrew crops come from North America. Now you see it? Because Hebrew ain't nothing but Hebrew passing through. Now you see it? Pomegranates, here. Citron trees, here. Fig trees, here. All the macadamia trees and all that shit, here. The knowledge came from here. Went to Africa and Asia. And we were so damn smart. We put monuments all the way around the world on the same 31st parallel. We put monuments all the way on the other side of the world, lined with the same 31st and 33rd parallel. We some bad motherfuckers. Roll the coin. Now, one more receipt. Let me get one more receipt. This is my last one. One more. Roll the coin. One more. One more receipt. Let me get one more receipt. This is my last one. One more. Roll the coin. One more. One more. Roll the coin. One more. a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. We some bad motherfuckers. We some bad motherfuckers. Ooh, boy, I ain't gonna tell you how bad we were. From here. I ain't gonna tell you how bad we were. I'm gonna tell you. Look where Egypt at. Look where Egypt at. 31st. 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 We some bad motherfuckers. We some bad motherfuckers, boy. How did our ancestors map out the 31st parallel to put Egypt just like the 31st parallel line in Louisiana on the other side of the fucking planet? Come on now. These some bad motherfuckers, bro. We evolved and took it and put it right on the 31st in Africa. And the corn rolled right there on the river. We some bad mouth. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Bad mother. Okay. 31st parallel, right? Now, while the 31st parallel north marks a specific location in Earth's surface, Arcturus' celestial position 19 degrees north of the celestial equator, the celestial location allows its visibility from the 31st parallel north in the spring. Egypt is in the northern hemisphere also. So the 31st parallel is seen in the spring. This is a teaching of ancestors. You just ain't coming up with this shit out of nowhere. You got to get perfect on the 31st parallel to see the rising of what you're looking for the spring. This ain't just popping up out of nowhere. This ain't no two different cultures. Hell no. So they won't tell you Egypt and America in two different cultures. No. This the same ancient We talking about BC times now. We talking about thousands of years ago. We ain't talking about today. We talking about thousands of years ago. Don't nobody know nothing about this but one people. Who else knows it? Why was Egypt chose as a spot to build them pyramids? This is what they don't want to tell you. That's why it was chose. It aligned right across the world with the ancestors. It aligned right across the other side of the world with the ancestors. This how genius these people was. Now, what you need to do is go right back across America and find all the monuments on the 31st parallel. That's what you do. All of them going through Mississippi and Alabama and Georgia, Carolina, yeah. Go find all of them. Them the most ancient spots aligned with them are the most ancient spots aligned with the world in the world, Craig. They way older than Egypt. Way older. Now you're starting to see your history. Now you're starting to feel your history. That's why that 30 to 33rd parallel is so powerful. Let me explain something to y'all, bro. These people know that too. These people know that, bro. There are all of the most beautiful monuments on the planet are between the 30th and 33rd parallel. The U.S. corporation wanted a spot in Hiroshima. Hiroshima. What did the U.S. corporation do to Hiroshima? Put it in the chat. What did the U.S. do to Hiroshima? They bombed it. They wanted that land, people. They couldn't get it. Why did they want it? Why did they want Hiroshima? Somebody go and look up the parallel of Hiroshima. Go look it up. Come back and put it in the comments. I ain't gonna break my live no more. Somebody go look up the parallel of Hiroshima and come back and put it in the comments. Do that for me real quick, come right back. Put it in the comments and come back and put it in the comments. Do that for me real quick, come right back. Put it in the comments. Anybody got it yet? Anybody got it? Anybody got it? Where is it at? Give me a 2. Where is it at? Anybody got it? Where does Hiroshima sit on the parallel? $31st, $33rd? Who got it? Who got it? Who got it? $34th? Now, there is ancient monuments in Hiroshima. They wanted it. Y'all talking about I'm a guess, bro. Ain't about. Let me go get the receipt. Let me go get the receipt. They wanted it. Y'all talking about I'm a guess, bro. Ain't about. Let me go get the receipt. Let me go get the receipt. Now, 34th parallel. 34th parallel, right? Give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2. 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 Y'all got me? Y'all hear me? You hear me? You hear me? You hear me? 34th parallel, right? This is the energy center of the earth. This is the energy center. And this is where the stars align perfectly, right? Between this area. Hiroshima got an ancient spot, people. Hiroshima got ancient spots. I'm going to have to bring the receipts up and show y'all the ones around the world on this parallel. But look what's right there. Look what's right there on the 31st. Ziggurat and Anunnaki, Mesopotamian, Fertile Crescent, right on the 31st parallel. Roll the cord. Enlil and them right on the 31st parallel. Right? That's why it's built there, people. That's why it's built there. When our culture finds the 30th or 31st parallel and find a river, that's what we setting up at. I guarantee you, the ziggurat of is aligned with Arcturus. I guarantee the ziggurat of is aligned with Arcturus. I ain't even looked it up. Off the top of my head, just by knowing the knowledge, I already know it's aligned with Arcturus. The same way the mound in Louisiana is aligned, the ziggurat of in Mesopotamia is aligned the same way, bro. Same teaching. Same teaching. Where was it? Where we was at? Biblical Psalm 23, where God is described as a shepherd. Enlil was associated with agriculture, responsible for bringing forth seeds from the earth. Listen to the words. Listen to the words. Seeds from the earth, not to the earth, from the earth. I'm a bad man. Ain't where the aliens at? Where are the aliens bringing seeds and DNA to the people? Where they at? I don't see them. Y'all see them? Because I don't see them. Y'all see the shit? I thought he flew out the sky with the seeds and the DNA. I don't see that. I see a teaching of agriculture coming from a shepherd from the stars who brought forth seeds. Where did the seeds come from? The earth. Connection to nurturing the aspect of the herdsman tending to his land on the earth. Enlil was indeed a herdsman or shepherd, reflecting his role as a divine leader and protector of his land. He not the protector of no fucking Nibiru. He not the protector of Nibiru. He not the protector of the Galactic Council. He not the protector of Mars and Pluto and the Pleiades. He the protector of Earth's seed on Earth's land. Roll the corn. These people are telling us this is extraterrestrial to unlink you and your ancestors from the knowledge. They don't want to let you know we created this shit. They want you to think extraterrestrial beings created it to take the respect and the ploy of your people out of the knowledge. Your people built the mound in Louisiana, older than Samaria, right there on LSU campus with the same damn knowledge. Mythology, idol worship. We're not doing that no more. By you saying the creators of this knowledge came from outer space, you are worshiping a celestial, a being that don't exist. When our ancestors were laying out this teaching of stars for agriculture, they turned it into mythology and gods. You see it now? Do you see it? Enlil is the Arcturus star in the northern hemisphere. The Boötes stars in the northern hemisphere. Linked to Ursa Major, which is the plow. Enlil, in Mesopotamian mythology, created the plow. Egyptians said the land of the plow or the hoe is the land of the ancestors. Who were the first people to map out the plow? In the sky, Ursa Major. North American mound builders. Because we got mounds aligned with it before y'all even had a civilization. We their ancestors. I'm going to say this 5 times. We are their ancestors. We are their ancestors. We are their ancestors. We are their motherfucking ancestors. You get it now? Agriculture. He brought forth seed from the earth. Therefore, seed from the earth is the mythology of the bag of seeds, the Anunnaki murals, the bag of seeds and the corn. He brought forth seeds from the earth with the bag of goddamn, what's in the bag, Anunnaki? You get it now? He the one brought the knowledge, right? The bag with the corn, the fake ass pine cone. That corn, big dog. Them seeds from the earth he brought forth in the bag. Coming from here. Not out of space. Now, let's get a little deeper. Yeah, seed mean fertility. Hell yeah. Everything mean fertility when you ain't got no damn crops. Let's get a little deeper. The Anunnaki supposedly bought agriculture, right? They supposedly gave DNA to hunter-gatherers, monkeys. The true story is we mixed with them people. That's where they got their DNA from. That's how they upgrade their DNA. It wasn't by man's hand. It was by nature. The same way everybody else mixed DNA. They mixed DNA with us the same way. And they got by mixing with us, by mixing with us, they upgraded their DNA. Now you get the real story. He said, what I'm talking about? Get your ass out of here. Roll the call. The Anunnaki was supposed to bring the agriculture and upgrade the DNA, right? We bought the agriculture from Tamari. We were well advanced, more people in them. They mixed with us over time and upgraded their DNA by mixing with us nature's way. Not giving them DNA, but y'all know what nature's way is. That's what really happened over there. We have the so-called God DNA. They had the hominid DNA. I can't teach you no better, bro. Now do you see the real story of the Anunnaki? They talking about Tamari bloodline, not aliens. The King's List. The King's List is the bloodline from Tamari. Mixing over there. We were the kings. We were the ancient bloodlines of knowledge and agriculture. You see, you get it now? The bloodlines don't start in Europe and Africa. All that black nobility shit might have one drop. They might have a couple of drops. They ain't got that full thing. So ain't no need of y'all teaching all that black nobility and all that, the French king and the German, fuck all that. They got one drop. Do you want that straight drop or do you want one drop? I want that straight drop. That straight drop 100%. The people of the land of the southeast of America is the straight drop bloodline of the kings of the earth. Our blood spread it over there. It's not pure. They got a little bit of you in them, but they not you. You can't outshine the master. You can't outshine the master. Now, let's go back to the truth. All these Africans and people mixed with European and Scottish and German and Spanish and French and Russian, y'all got a drop. That's why y'all can't explain it. Y'all just got a little bit, little bitty. That's why y'all don't understand the knowledge the way my people do. Y'all just got a drop, y'all got a piece of this shit. You ain't connected to it like Americans is. Because the bloodline from the kings and the queens and the matriarchs started right here on this land. Now all you black nobility motherfuckers got a little piece of it. Y'all might not have none of it after it thinned out over time over there. That bloodline still over here pumping out babies in the hood. That bloodline still pumping babies out in the hood. Right now in Memphis, in Jackson, Mobile, Atlanta, Miami, Jacksonville, Charleston, New Orleans. That bloodline still pumping out them kings and matriarchs right on the land because this where the fuck it come from. Still to this day pumping it out. Y'all, I don't care how hood they is, how many choppers they shoot, how they sag their pants. I don't care how the fuck they shirt off, they tattooed, all in the face. It don't even matter. They still cannot defy their ancestors' bloodline in their bones, in their veins and bones. No matter how much you try to lower them and desecrate them, kill them and put them in jail, they still got it in them. We ain't looking at the outside no more. Truth don't look at the outside. I look at the inside. I know what's in you. You can put a tattoo all over your face. I don't care nothing about it. The ancestors did it. The ancestors put a tat in their face. That didn't make them not God, nature's chosen people. The ancestors got tats in their face. Huh? It's in their face. It's our culture. Don't bother me at all. Tat your face up. Roll the corn. Don't bother me at all. Hunter-gatherers told us that was bad. It's giddy. It's gaudy and ghetto. They told us that. It's sin. Putting sin on your skin. Yeah, they told you that. No matter how hood and crazy and that blood pumping through them people, our people right now in the Southeast. Born this morning, babies all across the Southeast, still pumping that ancient bloodline of the kings and matriarchs that created the knowledge that helped the planet. Y'all see thugs. I know who I see. Roll the corn. I know who I see. I know who you are. Because when I trace that knowledge back, it come right back to here. Right back to here. Roll the corn. Hold on. Earth's ability to produce seeds and support plant life. Enlil's actions directly led to Earth's ability to produce seeds and support plant life. He was considered the God who brought forth the seed from the earth. the star alignment and facilitated agricultural growth on this side of the world. Right? The relationship between these Enlil and Ninlil, agricultural cycle, fertilization, and harvest, symbolizing the earth's fertility and renewal. Enlil's actions associated with agriculture tools became deities. Earth's ability to produce food and sustain real life in Mesopotamia. Fuck mythology. The ability to produce food fed the people of Mesopotamia in real life because they were in famine before this teaching came. Let's keep going. He identified with the fixed stars, Enlil, in the northern hemisphere. His celestial orbit was believed to be continuous, symmetrical circle around the north celestial pole. He was associated with the constellation of Bootes, right? Northern sky, particularly the star Arcturus. The Babylonians divided the heavens into three paths, associated with three gods. Heaven over the celestial equator is Enlil. Anu is along the celestial equator. You see it? Equator region, most of the zodiac belong to Anu, along the celestial equator. Then or Enki, is the stars under the Anu, which is under the underworld, which is the southern stars. Now you see where Enki, Enlil, and Anu come from? Enki, Enlil, and Anu. That's where they come from. Let me show you. Roll the coin. That's where they come from. Anu, along the equator. Enlil up here. Enki down here. Enki southern stars. Enlil northern stars. Anu is Orion going across the celestial equator. This is a teaching, people. These are not aliens. Right? This is a teaching. Hold on, let me get back to that. Seed of the earth, physical world, in the physical world, and fostering agriculture abundance. Right? He came up with the hoe. He invented the hoe, they say, because that comes from a teaching of ancient culture, facilitating the breaking of the earth's crust, leading to the growth of plants and emergence of humankind, right? Aiding in growth in plants and crops. The Patreon of agriculture. Enabling the fertile harvest and prosperity of his people. This is what the teaching comes from. Right? Now on LSU's campus, we got a 6,000-year-old mound aligned with Arcturus. 6,000-year-old mound aligned with Arcturus. Other mounds, there are 11,000 years old. 11,000-year-old mounds in that area. 6,000-year-old mound aligned with Arcturus. Let's go see how old Samaria is. Let's go see how old Samaria is. Year-old mounds in that area. 6,000-year-old mound aligned with Arcturus. Let's go see how old Samaria is. Let's go see how old Samaria is. Samaria is. Give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. 4,000 BC. That is 6,000 years old. 6,000 years old when this civilization started. That mound in Louisiana was there when they started their civilization. And we have mounds older than their civilization. Right? Let's go back. Let's go back. We got mounds 11,000 years old in Louisiana. We got the Arcturus mound at 6,000 years old. Samaria don't start 6,000 years ago, people. Now, where does that teaching come from? Where do these people come from? Where does this new culture come from in Mesopotamia? Talking about Arcturus. And we got Arcturus aligned in Louisiana older than them. They come from here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Now, who built them remains a subject of ongoing investigation. There you go with the bullshit. There you go. Exact purpose of these alignments and cultural significance for the people who built them. We know what it was built for now. The rising of Arcturus for agriculture in Louisiana, in Mississippi, on the river, way before Samaria ever even got fucking started. And we want to get on here and act like them people aliens, bro. We want to get on the internet and act like this alien knowledge and all of this, and them people more superior than us and all of that. Them people talking about our bloodline of people moving to that side of the world, teaching them people that shit. And we on here acting like these people came from Nibiru. Something out of a book a white man wrote in the 1900s. Come on, bro. Come on. Stop it. We got to do better. We got to erase all mythology out of our teachers, bro. When we erase mythology, we get back to the power of the ancestors. Mythology was made up because people didn't understand it, and they started believing that shit to be true. Mythology was made up because people did not understand this knowledge, and they created deities from a story that was passed down from us that they heard and turned it into real shit, and it was not. Now we around here teaching Enlil spliced DNA of humans. Not true. Now we're teaching the Anunnaki coming back from the stars to save us. It's not true. We saved our own people. Didn't nobody save us. When did no aliens save us, did no extraterrestrial beings save us, we saved our own people. We got to save ourselves. You're exactly right. Ain't nobody coming to save us, bro. We got to save ourselves like we saved ourselves a long time ago when we created this knowledge to feed our people and become self-sufficient to the earth and to the planet and show our love and respect to nature. That's what the ancestors did. Ain't nobody coming to save us. Roll the coin. Ain't no other way for me to explain it. Ain't no other way. I can't, if I add anything on to that, I'll be just as worse as them other people teaching it. But I can't add nothing else to it. They're going to play the food right there. Food of thought. You do the dishes. It's just food for thought. You do the dishes. Ain't nobody finna save us. The sun ain't gonna save us. Burning up hunter galleries, that ain't gonna save us, bro. That's buying niggas time. Whoever teaching that shit trying to buy time. The sun ain't saving us. The stars ain't gonna save us. The knowledge of the stars gonna save us, but the literal stars and the sun not gonna save us. We gotta save ourselves. We gotta understand the knowledge of our ancestors and save ourselves. Ain't no way around it. Ain't no way around it. So what I get out of this is, we gotta learn astronomy. We gotta learn astrology. We gotta learn it. We gotta get back to planting crops and harvesting crops and becoming self-sufficient on our own. We gotta get back to building our own structures, living our own virtuous way. Break the code of the beast, the materialism, the hate for our own people. We got to get back to that. It's the only thing gonna save us. Now, I'm gonna say something very powerful. And I want y'all to listen to me. I'm gonna say something very, very powerful. Nature's or God's chosen people are in tune with nature. The people who curse nature or God are not nature's people. They have made us not nature's people. Just like them. How did they do it? Cut down all the trees, get in control of all the crops, get in control of the air and the water. Tell you astrology is evil. Tell you your ancestors is evil. Tell you a sinner. Now they got us scared to death, thinking everything the devil. Everything your ancestors created is the devil. They put a symbol on a damn cup, and people like, that's the devil. The bear is a star alignment. The fuck? Come on, man. They broke us and made us scared like them because they didn't understand it. Because now we don't understand it, so we scared. Right? They turned the table on us. So therefore, we got to go back to being nature's chosen people. We don't care nothing about your material clothes or your materialism. We're not buying that shit no more. We don't care nothing about it. We don't care nothing about all your nature, all your materialistic, greedy ways. We don't care nothing about it. That's what we got to get back to. And get back in the field. And get back in the field. And get back to reality. Because reality is not partying and running around and trying to have sex with all the men and the women and poking your butt out and men trying to flash their money. That's not reality, bro. Reality is I'm self-sufficient to the planet. No matter what happens, I can feed my people. No matter what happens. I can take care of my people no matter what happens. That's what our culture was about. No matter what happens, if they burn down this village and these monuments, we can go build it again. And build it better this time because we still learning while we build it. And by doing that, not being upheld by their culture, therefore you care nothing about their culture. because you know their culture come from you anyway. Therefore, you don't want to go to their golf courses. You don't want to go to their schools. You don't want to do none of it because it's just their culture, right? So now you don't care nothing about politics because that's their culture. You don't care nothing about the country club. You don't care nothing about living in no white man's community because his community is safer than yours. Now you break all that. Now you ain't spending no money with them. You ain't doing no interacting with them like that because we don't even want to be around y'all and y'all culture. They think we want to be around them people because they think their community is better. Their teachers are better. They smarter. They read English faster. You supposed to read English faster because that's y'all fucking language. People make me mad when they say truth now. You said that word wrong. So? That ain't my damn language. Better be glad I'm saying that shit anyway. Spanish is not my language. Latin is not my damn language. Greek is not, English is not my language. Arabic is not my language. So however I say it, you take it the way I fucking said it. Don't be mad at me. Now, think about what they done when they got here. They unalive your teachers, which were chiefs. They take you off your land or imprison you on your land or sell you somewhere else to work on the land. They knock down all your mounds of your ancestors. They try to teach you English and Christianity. Because that's all school is, bro. Boarding schools is English and Christianity. They put you in the hood away from your agriculture fields. And the businesses that's in the hood were started from your ancestors in agriculture fields. So now you working at Walmart and Target and McDonald's, all in the bank, all that shit was started from the agriculture money that they got from your ancestors. Now you don't control the food or the agriculture. You just work in their businesses. So they can rich off your agriculture field and the new business that they started that you work for in the inner cities. The bank was started from plantation money. In the South, yes. The banks, I'm going to say that again, the banks were started from plantation money in the South. Look it up. So now they are in control of the whole ecosystem of your being. You work for them, you bank with them, you live in their houses that they are renting and mortgaging out for 30 damn years. You ride in their car that they made, paying it for that for 5 years. Now you are a prisoner of war paying for all of their goods and services, and they taxing you on top of that. Roll the corn. Now the fastest way to get out of this, before the big powwow come, is to get your own land and plant your own food with some type of water source out there. Some type of fresh water source. Buy you some land with some fresh water and plant your own food and build your own structures with solar energy, right? That's the fastest way. But for the big powwow, the big kaboom, all of us gonna have to come together and take all that shit back and build it the way we want it to go. Right? There's a couple of ways to do it, personally, quick, or, the big way. But either way, become self-sufficient. Teach your people how to become self-sufficient. That's what the ancient culture did. I love y'all and I'm in love with you. If you missed the first part of this, I'm going to put this on YouTube. But Enlil is a northern star constellation of Boötes and Arcturus, which they call the herdsman, which became mythology of an alien in Mesopotamia. Hunter-gatherers still believe in that shit today. That shit was created thousands of years ago. They still believe it's alien knowledge to this day. The knowledge was so advanced, they turned it into aliens. How the hell was ancient knowledge turned into futuristic knowledge? That's how it more advanced our people was than theirs. See that? We were thousands of years ahead of these people. Because the same stars I'm talking about of Enlil are on the ground in America older than Mesopotamia. That's how I came to that conclusion. And it's all agriculture knowledge. And this is agriculture's land. This is the promised land, the land of milk and honey. Just like Rashad Poet said. We mapped out the Milky Way. That's the milk. And the honey is the stars in Cancer, called the manger. We mapped out the milk, that's the Milky Way. And the honey comes from the beehive cluster of Cancer, where Sirius rises in Cancer. Look it up. I love you and I'm in love with you. This is the land of milk and honey. Because we mapped out Sirius, the celestial rising in Cancer, which is the manger or the Milky Way. or the beehive cluster. And we mapped out the Milky Way. That's the milk and the honey. We know the truth now. Galil at the gun, roll the coin. Love you and I'm in love with you. Y'all have a beautiful day.